And some people call them the spatula or the pill cutter, or when the doc, you know, he'd come around his little black bag and he'd shove pills off on a tray and count them. And some of the doctors use them as a tongue depressor. Years and years and years.
Hey, Mike.
60873.
Guess how much water I drink
today? We're live, by the way.
$28.78.
You can make that.
Guess how much water I drink today?
This is Steel Warrior.
3 gallons?
Exactly.
60873.
Damn.
$7.20
It's ungodly hot.
a piece.
Yep.
I couldn't have told you.
It
It was nice. It was 77 at my house today.
You're an asshole.
Nice.
How was? Did you go to the flea
No.
market?
Nope. I woke up. I go. You know what? I'm gonna wake up. Let me check the temperature on this on my phone here, and that bitch said 86, and I went, oh yeah, no, we're good. We're all set.
He says, no. Where's the Bigfoot in the black? Now
Yep.
look here at this thing. Ball bearing opening system. There's the Bigfoot right there. I want you to look at the thickness on this. Is that not amazing? This thing weighs over a pound. Over a pound. This is a Bigfoot. But let's do some measuring.
Over a
I'm
pound.
gonna give you some idea of what we're
Is everybody in the watch
talking
together?
about,
That needs to be in the
That's
watch together.
about
'Cause
10 inches open.
I know Ben's in.
Weighs over a pound. You can see how thick this is. Ball bearing opening system. That is a frame coming over right there. Okay.
Oh, no
And
way,
it's got
and?
the clip on the back. And believe it or not, as big and heavy as these things are, they're not that bad. I mean, these things will pop open, and you talk about a cleaver. That's what I call it.
It's camp cleaver.
Now, here is the sheath that comes with it, and yeah, you're probably saying to yourself, man, that's a big sheath. Well, let me tell you something. That's a big knife.
So for my
You don't
podcast,
carry that around your pocket all the
we,
way around. You want to carry that
about a month and a
that
half ago,
sheath.
probably
Now,
2
let me
months ago,
explain this
we
to
talked
you.
about,
That
because
is
it's
a
the off season,
great
there's nothing doing for
collector's
hockey.
item.
We talked about
It is
watching
a
the
great item for
the
the
Night
price.
Channel
Very, very, very unique.
and talking hockey over
That's
top
the
of it.
Bigfoot.
And we
Okay,
watched
here's
this
the
show
deal
for
of the
probably
day.
a solid 2 hours.
This was $21.50 at 15
was well worth it.
bucks. That's staggering.
You can
This is
download the
still
podcast anywhere you get podcasts.
Little
iTunes,
Congress
Google
going
Play,
on right there.
SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio. You can't get it on Spotify because Spotify doesn't give anybody, doesn't put any just running your fucking schmucks on there. Pain in the dick.
Can I get it on Zune?
Yeah, you can get it on Zune. It's everywhere. If you have a podcast app or you can put podcast on it, you can get my podcast. Off the Dashers podcast. Buy my t-shirt. Go to shop.offthedashers.com and get you one. It's a real nice shirt. I'm actually wearing it right now. That's no bullshit. It's a nice shirt, son. It's nice.
Now, folks, don't forget.
Anybody know
when
what
you play
channel
Star, your name
the
automatically goes in
football
that
game
box.
is on?
We're gonna spin that
It's on
wheel. She's been out there practicing for
shop.offthedashers.com.
hours. We'll have to freeze up the
It's got a live
ball.
stream. You got to buy the shirt
She's
first,
about
though.
to burn the ball
That's how to
bearings
get you.
off of it.
Gotcha.
Getting it ready to go.
That's
Just
Thursday
for
night?
15
4?
bucks in this
I
bag, that's still
think it's on
worth
NBC.
it. Okay.
It might be
Deal
5.
of the day.
You watching
Retail
Eagles game?
$9.95.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I just want to know what network.
15 bucks.
NBC?
Yep.
Okay, this
NBC.
is made by the Caliber
And-
line.
So,
Name, Caliber Ammunition.
it's
I'm watching Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm
Not
watching
because I
that
actually
show.
wanted to watch this movie, but because it was on and I was cooking dinner and I went, well, it's stupid enough to keep my attention. It's the World's End one.
I've only ever seen one Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I didn't watch it with sound on, so I actually have no clue what happened during the movie. We were at me and Johanna were at. The DVD had like just come out for that first movie, and we were at I think a New Year's Eve party, and there was nothing going on at this party. It's arguably one of the worst parties I've ever been to. Sorry, Byron. But that party was dog shit, and you know it. And I remember sitting all the way across the room, watching it on this small, like, 24-inch television. Because he just used his computer monitor for a TV, and we were like, I'm sitting back there and I'm watching it, and I'm going, I have no clue what's going on. But literally no one wants to talk to me, and I don't care. I don't even know why I'm here. I should go home. But I can't.
That's how I am at most parties.
It was a waste of time. Byron knows it was a waste of time. But
God
let's
damn, Byron.
God damn it, Byron. So let's go over the
Fields of Ard Skellig. I like.
let's do a quick little recap. So On the last episode, the party went inside the manor after waiting outside for 5 or 6 hours. I didn't write down the exact time how long you were sitting out there. But they were out there for quite a long time. They were out there for quite a long time because they couldn't solve the puzzle. It's a relatively simple puzzle, to be honest with you. There was a number system, and they had to wait to get a number drawn. Now, the guy running the numbers was a Momo. He wasn't super bright, and he was incredibly easy to be tricked once the first group walked in, which happened immediately. All they had to do was take their number, which was 5, walk up to the board, hand their number in, and then ask for a number back, and then the guy would have given them the number 1. But they didn't. They waited outside. So 6 hours go by, they finally go in, they meet Gerard the Butler, which nobody got that joke either. They didn't say anything. Bryn got it later at work.
I don't get it.
Yep.
Take the out of Gerard the Butler.
Oh.
1 week later.
So, he talked on behalf of the Lady of Chorus Pass, and she talked, and they were very, very short-sighted. Well, he set up, he's like, hey, this traveling merchant came by and was like, listen, there are some goblins that are enacting a toll, and we need this problem solved. So, thinking back to the last time there was a bridge that needed a toll, and it was all a scam, but I fucked up and told them there was goblins this time instead of leaving it open to interpretation. So they jacked up the goblins. Everything was hunky-dory, except for Ladore. He took a big old blast to the face, and he got deaded. He got deaded real good. So they decided to bury him, and then they decided, ooh, is this what we're supposed to do? Should we just leave him in the woods? Let's unbury him. And they were like, no, we should probably just leave him buried. And they're like, I think elves do the fire burial, so they burned him. Yeah, he was already extra crispy, so he was easy to light, just a couple little quick clips, and off he went, and they buried him. Only to find out and remember that they just kind of dig a little hole and put weeds and stuff on top as a burial mound. So, yeah, they desecrated a corpse, which is pretty average for the party. Right in line with everything else they've ever done.
Wasn't intentional.
Well,
What if I don't remember doing it?
is this as the character, or is this out of character?
Both.
Yes.
We buried him?
They did. They buried him initially, and then they said, and then I was like, "Are you sure that's what it is? I think it might be a burning thing." And you said, and they were like, "No. I think it's this." And they took it, and then you burned everybody. But yeah,
I didn't even drink.
You weren't even drinking, right? That's perfect. So that's where we are. And I guess we can actually put the stream on. Oh. Now everybody can see. It's amazing. Well, apparently the Eagles game is delayed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sprinkling, and I guess they're turning into baseball to where they can't play in a little sprinkle. So that just goes to show that hockey's the greatest sport on earth. You don't have to deal with any of this.
Did they call it the Winter Classic?
No, they've played every Winter Classic.
Wasn't there one because it was like 90 degrees and the ice never melted or never froze?
Nope. It's never happened. It was delayed.
No.
I was at the one in Philadelphia when it was delayed. That was fun. Didn't matter. I was already in the stadium.
Ugh.
Little fun fact, the first ever regular season outdoor game for the NHL was played in the Caesars Palace parking lot in Las Vegas. All the other outdoor games had been preseason games or like one-off type games, one that actually counted towards the season. It was a balmy 98 degrees, and they played. It was hot. It was hot as shit. You can look it up if you don't believe me. I wrote an article on it on gnghockey.com 2 years ago, year and a half ago. It's your life, son. You don't know shit. Football don't do that. Football now is like, we can't hit the people, and we can't... But I'm just talking shit. So, let's get into this D&D thing. So, everybody's buried. All the tears have been shed. Eris has gone around and has done his weird little thing that everybody notices. You haven't even attempted to hide it. And that's it. What do you want to do? Don't everybody speak at once.
What time is it? Not time, but approximate thing of the day.
It's we'll just call it evening because you took 6 hours to go through the thing, so it's starting to get dark.
Do you guys want to camp here for the night? And I'm not feeling so great, and I'm not in the mood to really go see the city again to tell them we took care of the bridge problem.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, and for the sake of continuity, don't forget that there was a goblin that ran that way.
Yep.
Away from town.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go find a nice tree to kind of hunker under and just kind of sit and think.
So you want
with
to
the
make...
view of where Ladori's final, after we burned him and we put him in a crag with the rocks on top because we did a double burial. I want to be within view of it the whole time.
We're not sure what to do, so we're going to set you on fire, throw you in a hole, put some rocks on you. Hopefully that's good enough. Where's my notepad? Alrighty. So that's what we're doing. We're taking a little nappy nunu. You guys could probably make it back to town by night, by maybe an hour, 2 hours.
I said, do you guys want to go back into town then, or?
It's up to you.
It's up to you, Eris. You said you didn't want to go back to a city right now.
Well, I kind of didn't leave it in a great spot. With, what's the only inn?
Oh, yeah, with the Fifi. Yeah, I don't want to deal with her wrath. Let's just, let's camp
It's
here.
the heifer and the bow.
What's this?
That's a little platform that they could use to like stand on to see a little farther since they're very short.
I'm gonna sleep on it.
That's where we're gonna make camp for the night?
Suppose so.
So, as you guys start to settle in and everybody kind of nuzzles down, Eris, you've made camp in your little rock formation. You're kind of just high enough to where you can see what's going on. Bryn, you're off doing whatever. Caleb, you are sleeping completely in the open, which is par for the course for what you've normally done. Is there anything you want to do tonight?
Sleep.
Yeah, I think I just want to do a trance.
Trance.
Yes.
Eris?
Yeah, just trancing.
Just trance?
Trancing and reflecting.
Reflecting? What are you reflecting on?
That my guy has never had anyone who's basically looked after him like Ladori did, and now that guy's dead, and it's one of those weird fleeting things where it's... Or not fleeting things, like...
Oh, just like Ladore.
Yeah. Because he was like Thieves Guild and everything else, where...
He wasn't Thieves Guild.
My guy?
Ladore? He wasn't
Ladore
Thieves Guild.
No, my guy was.
Oh, okay.
So he never had anyone look out for him. Orphan. And he finally had someone who was trying to, like, worship him and saw him for the nobility that my guy thinks he should one day become, or is his goal in life. So thus, the first and only person who's ever felt that way is now dead.
To be magically summoned. To the side
Pull a
of some
card.
strange pull a card. You don't know about the deck of many things, Caleb.
I am not Caleb.
Who are you, Gorgo?
No, out of character. Pull a card.
So, but yeah, you don't know about a deck of many. Actually, you weren't there. Were you there for the first pull? I don't remember if he was there for the first pull.
For the Lux Sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was still Gorgo.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gorgo. R.I.P. Burt Reynolds. Turd Ferguson instead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
He's 82. It's a big old bucket of win. So yeah, that's who's taking first watch?
I will.
Hooray! You want to take first watch so the other two are sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long are you taking your first watch for?
What?
How long are you taking first watch? 2 hours, right?
It'll be 4 for a full transfer Eris.
That's fine. So you're taking a full 8 hour or full 4 hour thing, and that passes no problem.
Sweet.
And who's taking second watch?
I will.
Alright, so second watch, you guys kind of shift out, kind of nods, and kind of wake up. And Bryn, I'm assuming you're going. What are you doing? You sleeping or going in a trance?
I'll trance.
He goes into his trance and he's relaxing. Who is this? Somebody's putting.
I just want to check if it's still linked.
Who is it still?
Adjust my hit points.
It's all linked.
My sheet.
It's all linked. Yeah, it's all linked. I got fancy, son. So yeah, you guys kind of are sleeping through the night without issue. How long? Another 4 hours goes by, and the crest of dawn starts to come up, and all the little birds start to wake everything up, and you guys wake up. Yeah, you're good. What do you want to do to start your day?
Go to White Castle.
For breakfast?
Well, Taco Bell has steak and egg burritos.
I don't have an equivalent for Taco Bell, but I can make one in the game if you like.
Nah.
I think we should head back to town.
Yep, I agree.
Are you gonna find the dragon that swindled you?
We're heading back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon?
On the road again.
Yeah.
Beely boop, beely boop, beely boop, beely boop.
The dragon board that sold them the
Oh,
ring.
the Dragonborn. Gotcha.
Half man, half dragon. All problem.
Ring.
So,
And I think it's always Khajiit that are the problem.
oh man, it was a little downer. Everybody likes Khajiit. They have wares, I have coin.
Khajiits.
Just because like 70% of them are skooma addicts doesn't mean anything. So,
Hey.
hey, what? So you guys
It's
are.
a problem.
Do you have any moon sugar? Do you have any skooma? You guys, it takes about an hour and a half to walk back after you've woken up and had your breakfast and everything. You've eaten some of your provisions, and off you go back, up through the trails and stuff, and you come back, and as you guys get into the town, you hear a commotion coming from where the manor is. There are a group of people, and you just hear lots of, just yelling and people pushing back and forth. You can hear guards yelling, "Stay back! Stay back!" And everybody's just all up in arms, and as you guys come around to the side of the manor, you see just a pool of people. There must be 30, 40 people here. It looks like a big chunk of the town, and they're all kind of looking over, and there's a small group of people who are being escorted inside just as you round the bend to the manor.
Who's there? You said there's people being escorted?
just as you came around the side of the side of the manor into view to see the front of it, there are people who were escorted inside.
Do we see who they were now? Got perception?
You can make a perception check. I'm going to say that you saw that 3 people went in, but their faces were turned to you. You didn't recognize anybody from the back or any symbols or anything.
Okay.
And the guards are just, pushing back some of the crowd who were pushing forward and yelling.
I'm gonna grab one of the people who are kind of like grumpy.
That's fine.
And ask, hey, what's going on?
There's people who they show up and they're yelling and I don't know what's going on, but I think a village or something was attacked.
Who was?
A village or something. There was the people who showed up. They looked pretty upset, and the one was wounded.
Are they the people that just went inside?
Yes, the guards, after screaming at them for 15 minutes, they were trying to get an audience and bypass the little system with the guard over there with the numbers, and after some shouting, they went right inside, and some of the people over who were waiting in line since this morning are upset because they got priority, and it's been a big issue.
I see.
We doing bong hits for Jesus? What the fuck was that?
That would be my medieval times mug.
Bong hits for Jesus.
Filled with what's a mint julep.
That shouldn't ever be. I'm pretty sure that should never be in a that type of container.
Medieval times like Stein mug?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure medieval times would.
Here, mint juleps were drank at the first castle.
I'm gonna say that's a solid no, but
I'll ask them when we go in October.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No, it
wasn't. I was gonna roll in here on my thing here. I would have been better. I rolled on that. I only rolled a 2 on my dice. So the guy's yelling and screaming. He points over to Rigby, the Momo guy, who I don't think I said his name before, so I just fucked that up.
You did not.
No.
You point over to Rigby, and he's just kind of hunched down a little bit. He's really nervous. Everything's freaking out.
Hey, Rigby, everything all right, man? Bryn, you wanna see if you can get through to our buddy?
I'll hold out a sweet roll. Hey, buddy, I'll trade you a sweet roll for a number.
And he kind of like looks through his fingers at the sweet roll, and he looks at you, and he recognizes you, and he kind of gets excited, and he looks over at the people, and he just turns around and just hands you a number.
What number did I get?
Let's find out. You got number 3.
Okay. I'll leave the sweet roll on his little desk thingy.
This little podium.
Yeah.
Is there any other numbers hanging from the board?
1, 2, 3 are all missing.
Okay.
There are 2 people in line. But the commotion is going on. As you get close to the people in line, they are yelling. They are super upset about what's going on. There's a woman in front, and she has like just a small child that she is scruffing by the back of the shirt tunic thing that it's wearing, that the little boy is wearing, and she's just super mad. And there is another. I just had the name and I completely got rid of it. 'Cause I'm so smart. Ha 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 ha. There is a half elf standing just behind them, but they don't seem to be moving or reacting at all. They are just waiting very patiently. Yes. That's an amazing idea. You reach out and you draw your short sword or your little dagger. You set it to flame and you stab.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. If you were talking, I wasn't hearing you, so I was making it up.
No, I thought we were just gonna wait. I don't know what to. I'm not.
So
which
you're gonna wait.
group was directly in front of us in the line?
The first one is a woman. The second one is a half elf.
Okay, that was the quiet group that was.
The first one, the woman has a scowl on her face, and she's just regular small folk type woman, and she's got a small boy that she is horse collaring the back of his tunic as he's like struggling, and she's like yelling at him and kind of smacking his face with her free hand. The half elf behind her is standing and just waiting very patiently.
Okay. I'll walk up to the half elf and say, "Hey, do you know what all the commotion's about?"
And he looks at you and says, "Yes, this group of travelers has arrived. They looked pretty beat up, and there was some commotions about something destroying something, and they were shouting with the guards and arguing with the guy who dishes out the numbers, and after going some back and forth and some more yelling, someone came out of the manor here and grabbed them and escorted them inside."
Oh, I can see why that'd be frustrating, but geez, they're going a little overboard.
I mean, I've been here for an hour and a half already, and I don't know if I'm going to get in now.
Fair enough.
Do I see Gerard the butler anywhere?
No. There are two guards posted right outside the door. But nobody, everything else is all locked up. But from the inside, you do hear some shouting going on.
I'm gonna walk past the group, the two people in the front, and walk up to the guards at the door.
Oh, you're walking past the set. Well, there's a set of guards in like the little courtyard area, a set of stairs, then the guards. So you want to bypass the first set of guards, is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking.
Right,
Kind of like out in the place.
As you start walking towards the first set of guard, a hand comes out and hits you square, like just in the chest, and says, "Halt! You have to wait. No entrance."
We were sent on a mission yesterday to clear out a bridge of goblins.
That's great. It's not my problem. You're going to have to wait.
But we could help with the village that just got attacked, seeing that we just cleared out a whole nest of goblins.
Sir, you led the attack on the goblins?
At the bridge, yes.
And you specifically led the attack?
What do you mean, led the attack?
You're the leader of the group, the army, whatever, the militia, whatever group of adventurers you have. Man, this adventure... And he turns to the other guy and just kind of shakes his head because these fucking adventurers, I don't know what they're all...
I go, sure.
Great. And who sent you on this lavish quest?
Gerard the butler through Lady McMillan and wife. I forgot her name.
Lady McMillan and wife. Sir,
The lady of the manor.
Can you make a deception check on Lady McMillan and wife?
Hold on. Yeah.
I want to see where it goes.
Ooh.
So he stops and looks at you and just assumes he doesn't know where the other... He's not sure who Lady McMillan and wife is. Maybe it's a lady from another highborn castle. He's not positive, but it's got to be a lot easier for him just to let you through. So he kind of nudges the other guy and says, "These guys were sent on a mission. They have to get into the manor." And the other guy starts nudging back. "No, they can't. There's too many people out here. They're all stormed the gate." And he goes, he was sent by McMillan and wife. The other guy looks at you and goes, "McMillan and wife? That's the castle 3 towns over. Oh, send them up. And the guy steps aside and, kind of waves you forward.
I motion for Bryn and Caleb. Out of game. Is that from, what is that, JT Hooker? What was that from? It's from an old TV show, I think, right? Was it McMillan and wife?
Yeah. And then there's I think it's either Family Guy or American Dad, where they go, "I'm Officer Hooker, Officer T.J. Hooker."
TJ, that's Family Guy. Okay. Yeah, because he's like, I haven't even seen McMillan, and I hated McMillan and wife. Okay.
Is it Futurama? It might be Futurama.
No, it's definitely Family Guy. It's when they have to move down south. Because, what's his name, saw a guy get murdered, and then broke out.
My name is Cleveland Brown. Proud to say. Anyway,
yep.
So you motion the other two over.
Yep.
I go over.
Yeah, I'll head over.
So you guys start to walk up, and the guard puts his hand out and says, Hold on. Are they with you?
Yeah, they're with me.
Tell Lady McMillan and wife that we send her regards. Go on in.
Will do. And I go in.
As we're walking between the sets of guards, I'll whisper to Eris, "Who's Lady McMillan and wife?"
I speak back in Elven. I forgot the name of the lady here.
I'll just giggle.
Caleb smiles politely.
Is it Luperdin? Luperdine?
Yes.
Okay. My handwriting's a little fuzzy.
Shouldn't have had so many mint juleps from...
I didn't have them last time! The problem is I ripped it out of the notebook, so it's a loose sheet of paper, and I probably wrote it on top of the player's handbook.
Do you want me to give you a notebook that you can't rip the sheets out of?
No, it's from a notebook. I don't know why I ripped the sheet out.
From the notebook?
Yeah, I have a notebook. Listen, I got problems.
Yeah, wow. No shit.
Click, 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 click.
That's why I didn't write on it, because I click. And I don't click anymore.
I'm gonna buy him a shit ton. They gotta make clickless pencils or clickless pens, or something that doesn't have a cap so he can't go.
I have an actual fidget cube, which I should actually take out.
No, you shouldn't.
No, most of them don't click.
Because I know where you live. I will come to your house, break in, and smash it.
I don't think you remember where I live.
I have a much better memory than you give me credit for. All I need to do is remember what the name of that bar was. I can go to the bar, and then I can backtrack my steps from there.
I don't know, man. It's pretty... it looks about the same down here.
I only need to do something once or twice before I remember how to get there.
Yeah, but this is... all the streets look the same.
All right, well, we'll find out next week. So, you guys...
The one with the Toyota in the driveway.
Yeah, right?
Maybe I park in the neighbor's house.
Maybe you don't. So you are escorted up. You go up to the thing, and the guard goes to halt you, and he sees the other guard kind of wave you on inside, and they nod and pop the door open, and you go in. And as you go in, it's just a commotion. You turn around, and you kind of see the little throne area, and it's empty. The Lady Torun is not there, and you see Gerard the butler, and he's got his little butler towel and his nice silk clothes on, almost tuxedo-like, and he's standing there, and you see him kind of speaking to the different people and speaking thing, and there's 3 people standing there. There's a high elf soldier, somebody who's got a robe on, and they have their hood up, and there's a just big meaty half orc bodyguard type dude. Just fucking yoked.
Have I seen these guys before? Any of them?
You've never seen any of them before. You know, you make a perception check. Perfect. So you kind of you've kind of looked them over, and honestly, I don't know how to way to tie this in there. What's the name of the Thieves Guild you work for?
Black Hand. We'll go with that.
The Black Hand, perfect. It's good to know you wrote out a nice backstory. So, you kind of look things over, and you kind of remember stuff for the area. But the biggest thing you perceive is that the priest isn't just a regular priest; it's a tiefling. You can see the little ridges on top of the, but you don't recognize anybody flat out.
Okay.
But you can discern that it's a high elf soldier, a tiefling priest, and the giant half orc must be the bodyguard for the priest.
Okay.
So you guys they're continuing to argue, and Gerard the Butler is being very nice, and he happens to look up and see you, and he kind of stands up a little bit and kind of puts his hand up to let you know, wait, 1 second. And he leans back forward, and you see him discussing with the people, and he points off to the side, and there's two kind of medical nurse people there, and he points to the half elf, and just kind of directs him over there, and the tiefling he bows to, and same thing with the bodyguard, and he's kind of puts his hands together like, just give me 5 minutes, please. And he kind of leans up and motions you guys over.
No, we'll walk over.
So as you get over, he says, "Oh, welcome back."
Thank you. We cleared out a nasty nest of goblins at the bridge. They had a strong magic user that actually killed one of our men.
Oh, the knight. I see.
Yes.
Oh, I am sorry for the loss. I hope the battle wasn't too traumatic. But it's by the sound of it, it seems that you have eliminated the bridge problem.
One got away. We were unable to track it.
How big is it? Did it look like he will present a problem?
No, he's a little goblin. He's one of the small ones. Goblin?
Okay.
Right? They were out of game. They're goblins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So he goes, "Oh, very well. It's actually a good thing that you've shown up. We have a group of people who have arrived who I think they could really use your help."
Okay. Cool.
Would you like to help them, or were you just going to?
Well, what do they need help with?
They have encountered a monstrosity, if you will, that has been terrorizing the lands just over the other side of the mountain ridge.
That sounds scary.
Quite scary.
What kind of monstrosity?
They claim it was something that had burned and completely destroyed the village. They don't know what type of monster it was. They were contacted as sellswords to assist in the matter, but when they showed up, they were kind of disarrayed in the middle of the night by another encounter. I could have the large bodyguard fill you in on the details.
Okay. I look at Bryn and Gorgo. I look at Bryn and Caleb. What do you guys think?
You miss Gorgo.
Well, how many sellswords were sent to try and take care of this problem?
He did not say. This is what's left of their band. the priest, a military soldier, and the big bodyguard there.
Okay. I'll look at Eris. I say we at least hear him out. I mean, if there's 3 of them left, who knows how big their party was.
That's true.
So is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to the tiefling and those guys.
Gerard the butler kind of says thank you, and he walks over and taps the big guy on the arm, and the big guy spins around really quickly. Still kind of has like a shell shock look to him, and he says, and he points over to you guys, and you see him kind of mouth like they're willing to assist you. And the big guy looks over, kind of sizes the 3 of you up, taps the priest on the shoulder, and kind of sends him on over. And he walks up to you and stands in front. He's got a big giant great sword that he has sheathed over his back, and it stretches almost down to the back of his knee. And he kind of leans forward and says, "You think you can help us?"
Depends. What actually happened?
You don't look like much, but we'll see how it goes. So, we're at this town, and we were contacted. It's a small village. We're contracted to go and take care of some problem, and it's a chunk of the city has already been burned. And I think it might have been a setup. Because when we get there, there's no villagers, just a few people clinging on. And so we rested for the night there, but we were woken in the middle of the night by just the sounds of the screams and the village just being completely destroyed.
Did you see what was doing the destroying?
It was too dark, but there were flashes of light, and some of our parties gone missing.
How many people have gone missing?
Oh, let's see. There's 8 in our party with Ralof. At least 3.
You said there was 8 in your party?
8 total, yes, and then 3 have just gone missing. The other ones, they were just completely burned and destroyed, mangled, ripped apart. It was the worst I've ever seen, and you see him, his eyes are just really wide, and his pupils are fairly dilated. When the little tiefling priest kind of leans forward and says, it's... And a little kind of black mist kind of rolls out. They destroyed half of our forces. There must have been some magic at work sent by a demon.
Demon, you say?
It's the only thing that I would know to explain it as.
What town was this that I got attacked?
The soldier remembers the name of the town, but I don't think it quite matters, because at this point, it's wiped off the map. Maybe... Quinn, what do you think it was? And the big giant guy kind of thinks it over. Goes, something meadow. Star Meadow, Beach Edge, something Meadow. That's right, Meadow. Blind Meadow? I think it was Blind Meadow.
Which direction was it in?
and he kind of isn't quite sure of the direction, but goes outside. There is a mountain, and it's just north of that, the ridge from if you were standing from where we are now.
Okay. Do you know what direction the village was being attacked from?
Not sure. Everything is so disorienting at night. There's no lights.
Yeah, I get you.
But if you think you could assist and find the rest of our party, you would be handsomely rewarded.
Oh? And what is that?
I will see that you are very well compensated.
And we'll find you here?
We'll probably be here for a while. Our half-elf was, pretty badly injured.
And what are your names?
I am Akchar. My big friend here name is Quinn.
Quinn, medicine woman.
Akchar is the tiefling?
Yes.
What about the high elf? Who is he?
That's Annalyn.
And who is he? He's clearly a high elf.
Have you
Would you say his name
heard
is
of the
again?
high elves?
Aren't high elves usually ruling class? Or ruling?
No, they are a group of just higher-born elves. They are more skilled in magic generally, but some move towards the martial arts instead.
Okay. What was his name again one last time? Sorry, I never read it.
It's written in chat.
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, don't fall asleep, computer.
Is Annalyn in shape that he could answer some questions?
They rushed him off. Or rushed her off, I'm sorry. I assumed her gender.
Gotcha.
So
What do you
she's-
think, Eris?
I guess we can give it a shot. It probably can't hurt to help. I'm gonna go once we walk away a little bit, or when they're going over to High Elf. I want to take out the map and see if that is on the map.
Oh, the little village?
Yes.
It would be, it wouldn't be of a big enough stature to warrant being put on the map.
Okay, but it wasn't part of one of his what's it called?
No,
one of
there's.
his,
You want to mark it? Oh,
it's one of Lionel's targets.
So, I went through your inventory
Yes.
and gave you handouts in the handout thing.
Oh. No.
It's basically it's in a folder called Eris's papers that he can't seem to stop picking up, no matter how meaningless or mundane.
Yes.
They're in there. So if there's any ones that you know of that I couldn't remember the things to,
It's just his map. The map
That's
of
right,
all
that's-
the villages
that's
of like potential.
From the cave.
Yeah, I
that's
took
right, I couldn't.
one went to Aaron, one went to me.
I don't know if you can add that. I think I can make one up real quick and then.
That's fine. It's just based to see if that was one of the ones he had marked of like a potential destabilization spot.
Just talk amongst yourselves for a few seconds.
Did you guys catch that Quidditch match the other day?
Nerd. Quidditch.
Go Eagles.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
I'm excited because the birds are playing the birds, so that at least the birds are going to win.
That is true.
The Raptors are gonna win.
Yes. The one's from Toronto.
No, it's just... Oh, they're just starting now.
Yeah, it was delayed quite a bit. So yeah, so that's the new folder. Neat.
Oh, okay, you didn't actually... Okay.
I don't have a map drawn up. I could draw.
Okay,
I can
that's
make
what
a map
I-
up.
I'm like, is he kicking out a map right now? I was like, that's gonna be a while.
The rest of the session is me drawing.
That's
that.
what I was wondering.
Talk amongst yourselves. Now, I can make a copy of the world map.
It doesn't matter. It's just because all you have to do is go yay or nay.
Yeah,
I don't need a hard copy of anything.
yeah. So, when you pick up a note, I'm gonna give you. You know what I'll do? I'll give you. We'll do this real quick. One. Misspelled note. And everybody
so that
saw
way I
it
can-
on stream.
I can add them, and then whenever I pick something up, just change the name and what it is. So that way you know what I got.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 to start out with, and then.
Hopefully I don't need any more, but who knows?
Oh, I know you'll need more. But for ease and convenience right now,
Oh, cool.
I'll just give you the 2 so we can get back to playing Dungeons and Dragons. So
What? I can't hear you.
So what are you doing?
playing
No.
persons and paychecks.
I think it's called Accountants and Houses. That dragons play.
I want to hear if his wife yells at him on stream.
You mind?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, it's not Kalenko's wife, and Ben's
Yeah.
wife's already yelled at him, so.
My wife's quiet.
Now she wanted to tell me Boys to Men sung the national anthem. Because she gets to watch the Eagles game.
I'm
You can
watching
watch
the Eagles
Eagles
game.
Just work up a system of mirrors.
Or you just get a small TV.
Or I could
Yeah.
put the laptop where the birds are.
Please don't.
They're not bad.
Mhm.
You can put all your birds together and put food in the middle and see if they kill each other. And then it's like a football game.
Yay. It's more of a chicken fight.
Wow.
Somebody was afraid to say cockfighting. Somebody
Fair.
hesitated. I'ma just
All you
say.
have to do is just say earmuffs. You can say whatever you want. Shit, fuck.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker.
Did you just quote Limp
My wife
Bizkit?
is gonna hear you.
Fuck your wife.
You just quoted Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit hasn't been quoted in 20 years.
That's George Carlin.
George Carlin has a song that
Wasn't that a Limp Bizkit song too?
shit, piss, I think it's a Blink-182 song.
Oh, you might be right.
So
Yeah, Blink-182, good call.
yeah, bro, saw them live in concert. One of the best concerts I've ever been to.
I should have peed while we were doing all this.
You should have, but you didn't. You want to take a peeps break?
How much longer?
I'm asking you if you want to take a peeps break, and you said how much longer.
How much longer are you gonna be?
Who knows? We'll take
Well,
a
yeah,
peeps break.
I'm gonna take a peeps.
Alright, peace break!
Fuck, ask him if he wants to take a beeps break. How much longer is it gonna be? I don't fucking know, bro. I will leave OBS up this time, so we don't. I have the wrong thing up, so that we don't accidentally leave the peeps break thing on for the last hour and a half or so of the session. Quick peeps break.
This might be opening jitters and the crowd.
It is. It's the tight end, Paulson.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Offense, number 82. 5-down penalty. First down. With a clock updated 3 seconds game clock to 15 minutes, please.
Boy, this crowd is going nuts on a false start.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And give that first penalty to the crowd. Now they're going to really whip it up.
Who's here?
First down and 15.
I'm here.
I like the icon in the top right.
This defense, the crowd starts to whip it up.
For
They go into a straight on.
the link you shared.
Oh, yeah. He makes his own.
He goes back. He's got a throw to the far side and completes it to Jones.
He does have it a little out of sync right now, though.
Very quickly on the
Yeah.
far side of the
Normally he's
figured.
normally he's really good at getting everything all synced up. But
Doesn't matter to me. I don't know any difference.
yeah, no.
Could you hear my wife when she came in?
No.
Yep.
Barely.
There was.
I
why do
could
you
hear
think
a
we-
voice, but that's it.
Why do you think we all said, "Oh, I wonder what"? We'll just wait to see if his wife yells at him.
Oh. I was wondering how good my microphone is.
How good your microphone is?
Yes.
Or did you put the Chewbacca poop on it?
Yeah.
Well, then you'll be all right. All right.
Yeah, Julio Jones.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Everybody's back.
Yep.
I am.
Yarp.
Yarp. Played by the Hound.
Yarp.
Yarp. So, I think he's I think he's credited in that movie as the Yarp.
As what?
The Yarp.
I could see that. Is getting garlic, like, I was cutting garlic and I sliced my hand pretty good.
Yeah.
With the knife, I was cutting garlic. Is garlic bad to get in your bloodstream?
Nah, he'll be fine.
Nah.
You're not a vampire, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, I guess we'll find out in a couple days, right?
Do get sleepy during the day.
That's
and I
just
do
because
like
you're
be awake at
poor
night.
sleep habits.
I do have poor sleep habits.
That's all that is.
I
can't
slept
tell
till
you-
noon today.
Noon? Fuck, bro. I was up at 7:30.
Well, I went to bed at 2 last night.
I went to bed before 2. Probably midnight, I guess. That's staying up late. I don't normally stay up that late. I stay up late for D&D and for UFC fights.
And, what is that thing called? Civilization.
I don't stay up for Civ, no.
Really don't do one more turn. Turn. Oh no, is that the sun?
I don't think I even have it installed right now. Jesus, that's an ugly guy. That last guy they showed, Jesus, he was ugly. Anyway, I gotta turn this off. I'm getting fucking distracted. So, it's easy to watch football. I'm like, oh, I watch hockey games when I do the other one. I can watch I can watch the football game and do D&D. Not possible. Because
I can.
You can, sure, because you don't have any have to put any thought into everything.
Well, that's true.
I'm the main focus here, but everybody's back, so you are speaking to Guy. He lets you know that there are 8 people who have gone missing. Or not 8 people. At least 3 people have gone missing from their party. And what else you want to know? Oh, you've checked on the map. You know it's not a spot on the map. It just isn't big enough to be named.
All right, I guess Bryn wanted to go talk to the high elf.
I've already forgotten the thing's voice.
No, the high elf was
escorted,
staff.
Escorted out, taken out by the doctors.
Oh, okay.
Who were strongly urging it to let everybody know that no more monkeys should be jumping on the bed.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Did he jump off and bump his head or something?
I believe so. Not that one specifically, but apparently. Listen, man, it's a small village. They don't know what to do. You know, it's old times then. Medicine wasn't that great.
Okay.
I got nothing. Continue. 10, 9, 8.
All right. So I guess do you guys want to go? Like, how far away, like, of a walk is it?
Oh, it's
We don't know.
Well, I'm asking the.
Tell you. You just let me think. After we made it here by horse and I don't know.
Well, would
4
we
hours.
be able to use your horses?
They're pretty tired, but you could probably find some in the stables.
I look at Gerard, the butler, and I flag him down or wave him over.
And he doesn't really go anywhere. He is standing right next to everybody. So.
Oh, I thought he left.
No,
I thought he kind of
don't.
led us to him and walked away.
No, he went over, talked to them, and then ushered them over.
Oh, I go, Gerard. Would we be able to have horses to take over?
If you think the situation sounds as dire as it is, I will get you 3 of our horses.
Okay. Alright, I guess we'll do that. I can't remember last game. Did she say there was any reward, or he say any reward for us go clearing out the goblins?
The reward in this pressing time is a little rough. I can speak to the lady of the manor, and she will compensate you.
Okay.
But if these people here are speaking it on it seems to be a matter of great urgency.
Alright. I go look at Bryn and Caleb. You guys good? Do you want to go? We'll take horses and check it out.
I guess so.
No. Too scary.
No. Too scary.
Says the guy who can transform into a bear.
Yeah, I'll whisper to
And a
Caleb.
horse.
Says the
horse,
guy
yeah,
that
he's
can
gonna be a horse.
transform into animals.
Okay, let's go.
If you don't want to go, what are your reasons for not going? Let's role play this out a little bit.
Too scary.
It's too... Dude, we just fought a demon in a house just a few days ago.
Okay, let's go.
What? Alright,
yeah,
so...
Darius, let's go. Before he changes his mind.
Okay, we're going. Do we need some writ to get us the thing at to get us the horses?
I will have them ready for you around the back in our stables.
Okay.
And he kind of waves one of the militia over. Please make sure you have the 3 fastest horses available for our companions here. And the guy, yes sir, and takes off.
Alright. I start walking to where I go. We'll find out and we'll see if we can rectify and find your people.
Thank you.
I'll say to Gerard the butler before we leave, if we find the monster, do you guys want it eliminated?
Dead. Just kill it.
You got it.
Evil working then.
Well, that was the tiefling responding.
Yes, I know.
Okay, I'm just thinking out loud.
That was the tiefling, says Bryn.
Does Gerard respond?
He just kind of looks down and at the tiefling and looks over at you and says, "It's his choice ultimately, but it doesn't affect me either way."
Sounds good. And I'll follow Eris.
Has Eris left? 'Cause I don't know if Eris...
I started walking, yeah. Just
Yeah,
I
you
figured,
started walking.
yeah, I figured they'd follow.
So yeah, you guys go out, you kind of go around back, and you see 3 horses, and one of the stable boys comes over and kind of looks at everybody and pawns you over and helps you up onto your horses. And you guys already know which way to go. And the little stable boy says, "Good luck," and kind of sticks his thumb up.
I give him my best hero thumbs up.
I'll say, Eris, knock it off.
With, where is it?
Oh, that was pretty good. So the kid is like super excited, like, "Woo, heroes!" And you guys ride off. Are you trying to get there as fast as possible?
Not like a dead gallop, but a better pace.
So you want to get moving.
Yeah.
So as you're on your ride, it'll probably take about like 5 hours to get there. So it'll put you just about noon. Noon, 2 o'clock-ish. And
Okay.
as you're riding, Eris, you start hearing your hand starts to really get sore where your brand is.
I gave him soul yesterday.
I understand this. On your palm, and you're like, "Man, what the fuck?" And you kind of pull your glove off and you take your hand out and you kind of flex a little bit and stick it back in, and in your ear you hear everything else kind of goes deaf, and you hear your little lich friend, your patron. "Where are you going?"
I say whatever it's called. We're going to that village. The guy said that I didn't remember.
You're not very good at remembering.
What did we settle on? Was it Meadow Fields?
It's like Meadowfields Beach.
Field Meadows?
Meadowfield is fine.
Okay. Meadowfield.
Why? Listen, everything else has been puns. Why the fuck not? Let me.
They tell him Meadowfields to investigate a probable demon.
I have work for you back at the Chorus Pass.
Chorus Pass?
The town you were just in. Oh, I gotta stop picking idiots for my giving them powers. I swear to God. I need a soul. An important soul.
Whose?
An impotent soul?
You can't hear me. I need the Lady Torun's soul.
What has she done?
That is not a question you can ask. I demand it. And you feel like a burning twist in the palm of your hand. Can I get Bryn and Caleb to make perception checks, please?
Coming up. Ooh.
Yeah, so Bryn, you're too busy, you're too focused riding on the horse. Caleb, you just hear Eris kind of talking to himself, but you just assume it's just normal Eris stuff. So he's your lich Eris has a stronger tone to his voice. I demand retribution. It took 3 days for you to deliver your first soul. 3 days. I need this soul. You're going to get it to me.
And if I don't?
You will have dire consequences.
Okay.
You are in no position to bargain. You have 24 hours to deliver me this soul.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
The brand in your hand really starts to burn. Can you make a Constitution save? Yeah, it's really starting to get sore, and you kind of shake your hand like it's something that's touching something very hot. And the lich back in your ear goes, I don't want to have you bring you back to my realm, but it can be arranged.
I'll see.
I didn't hear. I have no clue what you said.
I said I'll see.
You'll see that the soul is delivered, or you will pay the price.
Okay.
5 9.
You roboted out there, Caleb.
That's okay.
Or what you say, because when you robot out, nobody can hear you.
I know.
I think you just made a comment.
Okay. It's like, is it pertinent to the story, or?
No, no.
The lich says, you have 24 hours to deliver my soul.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all you can say is okay. I don't know why I granted you powers anyways. And everything kind of fades back in. Can the other two make perception checks one more time?
Okay.
Jesus Christ, it's fucking loud.
Womp.
Bryn, you noticed this time, riding next to Eris, that he kind of shook his hand.
His hand?
His hand, yeah, his right hand.
Okay. You okay, Eris?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are we riding too hard for you?
Nah, I just had a weird ache in my hand.
Giggity. Have I...
Have you?
I can't remember. Have I seen the brand on his hand before?
No, he's kept it hidden. Out of character, he's kept it hidden from all of you.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. Alright. You getting arthritis?
No, just hurts. I must have hurt it yesterday fighting those goblins.
You gotta be careful, man. If we gotta big bad beastie coming up. We need you top shape.
Yep.
I'll let the subject drop.
So, you believe that Eris is going to work himself out to be Tip Top Magoo, and you go riding, and as you, it takes a 2 more hours, and you start to bend around the side of the mountain. You got a feeling that it's probably going to be another 2 hours before you'll get there. Is there anything else you want to discuss before we arrive at your destination? Bearing any encounters? No?
Hey, Eris.
Yeah.
I was sorry to see Lidori go. I just want to let you know I wanted to save him. There was no... He may have hated me, but there's no bad blood from my side.
I know.
That's all.
So, you guys around the corner, and you show up, and as you get there, you see just a small village that is just... There's no flames, but you can tell it's been just completely burned down. There's a couple small huts, a few little wooden buildings, like a little communal town area, and it's all trash. The wheat and things that are off to the side are completely burned down. All the silt is destroyed. Shit really hit the fan here.
Does it look recent? Like it happened in the timeline that those guys were saying it happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see any movement anywhere?
Make a perception check. So you kind of roll up and you slow your horse down to a trot, and as you're kind of walking around, you're looking and trying to see if you see anything moving, and all you see is just everything pretty tore up. You can see some charred bodies and a couple like limbs and blood, and you can see bloody footprints that have just like gone off in just every which direction. It's all just a complete mess. There's a road that continues leaving, and the road kind of winds back and goes up the mountain a little bit.
Can I look around for any footprints or tracks that lead away from the village?
I'm not even going to have you make a check for that. You can see tracks that just are going out of every direction away from the village. You do seem to notice that most of the tracks do seem to be running away from the road that goes up towards the mountain.
Okay. Eris, it looks like everybody's running away from that mountain. Maybe we should go towards the mountain? Maybe that's where the attack came from?
Go check it out.
Do you want to look around in the village before we head out?
We can go ride through, see if we see anything that's not just burned to ashes.
So, as you kind of ride through the village, the smell of death and just burning and ash and sulfur, everything seems to be pretty well destroyed. Anything that would have been resembling metal, like axes and things, some of it's been just charred. You pick up a few things to try and maybe inspect them, and you kind of knock on the metal, and it's brittle on the inside. It doesn't seem like it would be of any use. There's just no people here, just flies.
Okay. I guess we'll continue up to the mountain.
Okie dokie.
Before we go, do either of you know of anything that could have done something like this?
A dragon.
Make a history check.
No, I'm telling you, a dragon.
I know nothing.
Oh, would that be history or nature?
Both are intelligence.
History... Yeah, it doesn't make a difference, does it? Yeah, if you're both going to have to make history checks. Bryn rolled a natty 20 on his history check. Completely forgetting what it was. Eris, you're really not sure. You just assume that due to your background that there was some sort of guild work or something. You know, some of the other stuff you guys have encountered. Ken, you have Ken.
Wait,
Caleb,
what do you mean something guild work?
Just some sort of guild work, either a rival guild or a group of bandits.
Oh, that could do this much damage?
That would have done this much damage, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Caleb, you're assuming that it's some sort of beast, but there's so many things that could breathe fire or cause problems. Bryn, under a pure stroke, you recognize that some of the buildings are not really burned per se, as much as just, a little melted. And you get the feeling that the fire was incredibly hot, and there's only one thing that gets fire that hot.
Is it a dragon?
It's a dragon.
Dodge out.
Guys, I think a dragon destroyed this town.
Yes.
Well, do we want to go track down dragon? Because I don't really want to track down dragon.
Don't be a pussy. Get my soul.
Is there a check that I can make to know if we would even be in the same class as, like, an average dragon?
That would be a nature check.
Okay, I'm gonna make a nature check. Whoop.
What? So you do some thinking and you're like, man, dragons they're going to be real rough. But if it's a small enough dragon, you should be able to take it.
I could take a dragon. Oh.
So you said you could take a dragon.
That's history.
It's the same thing because you would be using history. It's the same check. You're kind of thinking it through, and you go, "Man, I could take a dragon." As you pipe up and yell, then you realize that
dragons are scary.
You remember the dragons are scary, but you're thinking of a completely different animal compared to what everybody else is. And Bryn kind of looks at you like, "What?" And you basically, Bryn, you get the realization that if it's a small enough dragon, that you would be able to take care of it. An adult dragon, or like one of the ancient legendary dragons from the stories and tales from when you were children, you don't remember hearing any hero that has taken those down. And there are some of those songs have been passed down for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. But a small enough dragon, you got the feeling that you're feeling pretty good today.
Guys, I'm not. The damage doesn't look too awful bad. If this is a small dragon, we might be able to take it.
Yeah, you kind of realize, assessing the damage, that it doesn't. Most adult dragons don't do this unless they're in like that teenage stage where they're trying to be rebellious.
All right, let's go head up the mountain.
Yay, dragon hunting!
Yay. Hey everybody, look at that dead guy. Now everybody look over here. Oop. Let's get this on stream so people can see. Let's get everything situated. Yeah, perfect.
It's a large map.
Yep, drop your tokens on this area over here somewhere. Pretty much where Eris is right now. Right over here. Oh.
Never remember how to do this.
You don't remember how to drag your token off onto the
I'm in the water.
Yep. Put you back over here, buddy. There you go. I don't know where you got that token from. Because that is not your token.
Who?
Caleb.
Isn't that his token?
Nope.
I thought it was.
That's his token.
I get it from my character sheet.
I don't know. Are you opening your character sheet then dragging it?
Yeah.
Okay, don't do that.
What am I supposed to do?
You know where, like, when you click on your little newspaper and it says players?
Yeah.
And you see where it says Caleb Cooper? There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow. So.
There's a dead horse.
Yeah, so as you guys kind of show up, get this in view for the people playing at home. As you guys show up, you've come to a plateau, and you look across the plateau, and as you're arriving, you see just like some burned out trees over here. There's some water that has kind of trickled through an opening and poured down. You're not. It's looks like it normally rolls the other way, but for whatever reason, it's been diverted this way. And as you kind of round the corner, you see a dead horse. It's too far for you guys to see the other stuff, but you guys can see a horse kind of laying down, and it looks pretty tore up.
Is there a place to tie up the horse this year?
Yeah, you can tie him up, just on the bottom of the hill there. Whatever. There's like a dead tree or something. Make it up as you go.
I guess we'll start. I'm gonna go walk up and just kind of look around. Is this tree fresh? Like, is it warm or is it like?
Oh no, it's burned out dead.
Yeah, but is it like? Does it look like old campfire wood that's been like overnight, or does it look like fresh burned?
I don't know. It's been long burned for a while.
Okay.
Can I inspect this horse and see what killed it?
Yeah, as you walk up to it, you see that where its guts are, there are just big giant scrape marks across it, and it's partially burned.
Ooh. Guys, this looks like a dragon.
How big do the scrape marks look?
Pretty damn.
Big for a dragon? Big, or just big for
big enough opening? You're not sure. Like you don't. I need a nature check.
I'm not doing one because I don't know what dragons are. I thought dragons were little.
So yeah, it's you're not quite sure. Let me Yeah, you're not quite sure the size of the beast, but it's pretty big.
Guys, this thing's gonna be big. I'm feeling a little less confident.
Well, you can always run away. It's real big, but
It can also fly. I'll keep exploring. Hop. Hop. Uh-oh.
What's this? What's this?
A rock.
Guys, I have a body.
So, as you kind of wander around some more, you make your way to a person who's wearing leather armor. There is a short sword that is laying there that it's been kind of melted. It's like part melted and part broken off. And you notice the blood trail kind of starts about here, like where an attack happened. But it didn't kill the person right away. They kind of landed on this little rock here, stood up to run away, and fell and died right at your feet due to their wounds. The blood is fairly dry, like it's at least a day and a half old.
Huh. I wonder if other people have been sent here.
does she have anything on her?
anything that would have been of value is burned.
Well, no, I'm looking for like a name or like just so I can figure out who it was.
Can you do an investigation check?
Yes. Why isn't my sheet popping up? There it is. Investigation.
You go to reach down and find a wallet, but unfortunately you do find one, but there's nothing inside. You just believe that they have left their ID at home before they left their house.
Okay.
But you did find their American Express card. You don't find anything.
Okay.
There's nothing. There's nothing of note that you would.
It's already been canceled.
It's already been canceled. Yeah, it's frozen, right? They can freeze the American Express card, I think.
Can I see that?
You can see the dead bloke over there. Yeah.
I couldn't find my arrow.
Yeah, they changed the symbol on you.
I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah, so you walk over and you look at him, and he unfortunately doesn't have his ID either, but you do find another expired American Express card.
Okay.
And you find a business card for a thing called Nightline. Apparently, if you ever need a night, you just send a Raven to the Nightline. They'll bring it out to you. But yeah, you see it's completely burned up. This one appears to have been ripped in half by the claws, and there's no discerning marks. There's no way to tell the discerning marks on it, and it is partly charred.
Okay.
And to the southwest down here, you can see a kind of a cave mouth opening. And as you get close, you see another guy here who's had his head completely crushed and most of his upper body crushed. And you see some burned out skeletons.
I'm gonna take my poison and pour it into both scabbards of both my blades. 2 doses, or a dose of each.
That's fine. So as you're kind of standing there and you're doing some of your prep work, you hear a oh, you don't need a perception check, bud. And from behind you, from the northeast, you see a giant shadow as it comes racing across the ground here. And
Can I run?
Well, before you can run, a giant you kind of look up, and as you look up, you see the dragon coming down, just and it's hauling down, and it lands. I gotta adjust the that can go away. This can go here, and it's oops. I think it's a token. It lands with a thump, and it's a big red dragon. It's about 10 to maybe 12 feet high, and it is looking really mad that you're in its little area. I need everyone to roll initiative.
What's it? You need everyone to
roll initiative.
The dragon's not supposed to be a bigger token? It looks small.
Don't question my fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say it's cute.
decisions. What happened to my dragon? So let's put Eris there. Fling goes there. My little dragon friend. And well, I crashed the game. Hold on 1 second. Please hold while we reload back the game. If you guys are watching stream, please stop. Look away for a second. Oh, you know what? We'll do this. And apparently it didn't like that I did too many things at once.
I don't think they're considered a beast.
It's a beast.
I don't think so.
I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. Because it's a fucking
We're all
dragon,
dudes.
not a beast. And we're back. So yeah. Eris. What are you going to do with all that junk up inside your trunk?
I'm going to cast...
Get crunk.
If I have two things that require 2 bonus actions, can I do one as an action and the other as a bonus action?
What?
So, I want to cast this.
Starting level 1, you gain the ability to place the Baneful Curse, and that's done using a bonus action?
Yes.
You get 1 bonus action per turn.
But can I do...
No.
This as an action?
Casting time is 1 bonus action. It says right on the thing, 1 bonus.
Yeah, but so can I take a bonus action as a regular action and then take no action? Like my action is the bonus
so you want to
action?
use...
I'm basically doing one of those for my action, one of those for my bonus action.
I don't know. Let's look it up real quick. Let's grab the handbook. Let's just Google it, because it's probably faster. Can I take a bonus action as an action? You can take only 1 bonus action in turn. You must choose which bonus action to use. So the rules say you could use a bonus action spell without using the actual action. You could not use 1 bonus action as an actual action, or another one as a bonus action. So, no. Actions cannot be traded for bonus actions.
Ow!
Thank you, Internet. It saved me time instead of grabbing my Dungeon Master's Guide from Wizards of the Coast.
Well,
Dungeon Master's Guide, available on Amazon for much cheaper than any store you're ever going to get to.
Then I'm going to cast Hex. Not Hexblade's Curse.
I got you.
And then I'm going to draw my weapons.
Let's say that's pink. So until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target when you attack it. Also, you choose one ability.
And I think it says...
one ability when you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Perception?
Disadvantage on perception?
For him, yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what it means, right? I can't do disadvantage on attacks.
On what? Attacks? No, it's on an ability.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Alright. Or can I do disadvantage on his breath?
That's an attack.
Well, I don't know if that's an ability. I don't know what it means. Alright. I'm going to draw my 2 blades. And then I'm going to take a step. And main hand, sneak attack.
Main hand, sneaky. How do you get a sneak attack, bud?
What?
Oh, because he's alone,
it's
right?
one-on-one. Yeah. Swashbuckler!
Tricksy hobbitses.
I basically get sneak attack everywhere unless it's me versus 2.
All the places. So you
if I have a buddy within 5 feet, sneak attack. If they're alone, sneak attack.
So you rush forward, brandishing your luck blade, and you and you slice at it, and you catch it across the chest. Roll your damage. That'll hit.
Plus
6
that.
plus 9
plus a 1d necrotic. What's that? 1d6.
1d6. Yes. We are fucking going off the rails today, son. Coming in slinging.
Well, except for the whole... I rolled 2 1s.
Hmm?
I rolled a 1 on my swing. And I rolled a 1 on my sneak attack.
Why is it 1 plus 5? Oh, because you get 3d6. So yeah, you rush in and kind of flail across, whoosh, and you slice at the dragon, and it kind of recoils in a screech with pain.
And I'm offhand with my dagger.
That'll hit. Hey, I can add.
And then I'm going to use cunning action.
Okie dokie.
And use that. I'm going to use cunning action and fancy footwork. Footwork first, then cunning action to disengage with fancy footwork. And then disengage, dash. Oh, I don't need a dash. I just need a fancy 4. Okay. And end my turn.
Perfect. So it recoils from the second slice of the second slice from the dagger, and it lets out another squeal. Bryn, it's your turn.
I'll say to Eris as he runs past me, well, I guess we're not going to try to talk to it. And I will...
Do you speak Draconic?
I'll run back to here and cast Hunter's Mark on our Dragon Bro. And I will
Hunter's Mark.
Take a shot with Razor Wind. Go,
Hooray.
go, Razor Wind.
Go, Power Rangers, that hits.
Okay, so I hit with this, and oh jeez, I need dice. 1d6, and from Colossus Slayer, I get a 1d8.
So yeah, it takes the arrow, magic arrow, straight to the chest, and you see it kind of wail around and look at you, and it just lets out this blood-curdling scream at you as it begins to bleed from its chest.
Shit, it looks pissed. I want to take a shot aiming for its wing specifically. Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, hold on one second. At its wing specifically, that would be a shot with disadvantage, and that's either way it's going to miss.
That's a what? You cut out?
It's a shot with disadvantage, but either way it doesn't hit.
Gotcha.
So you, feeling cocky, you pull your bow back and you let it go, and its wings are kind of flapping, and it's kind of stretching them out, and the arrow just kind of goes and flies off behind.
I just realized now the poison. I don't remember what that is. Is that 1d4s?
I don't know. It
Both
should be
my
noted.
blades were-
It should be noted on your character sheet. You're terrible at keeping notes, bro.
I do. Yeah. So, do you want me to do poison damage for the 2 hits?
Poison. It's in your fucking thing.
Yeah, I got
1d4.
it. I realizing that.
Yeah. All right, roll me 2 of them. God damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so your second shot goes wide. Bran.
Oh, yeah. That's it for me.
Alright. It's the dragon's turn. Dragon tails. Let's burn everybody with a dragon tail. Oh. So, the dragon is kind of wailing around, not quite sure which direction to head in. It takes a step forward and looks at Eris because it's the closest, opens its mouth, and there is I need to get a thing here. AOE. Need my cone. I don't know where I put it. 5. Oops. And 15. 15. Way there. So it turns and lets loose a giant breath, which that'll hit you. Of fire breath. You must make a DC saving throw of 13. Perfect. So you're going to take 7. Oh, can I roll the damage right off of that? Right.
It just says 24.
Taking 24, which is the average of 7d6.
Oh, okay.
26, you take half, so you take 13.
I'm also going to use Uncanny Dodge to half the damage.
So you take 6. So it full bore just... it hits you, and from the cave, just to your bottom down here, you hear a rumbling and a loud squeal. And leaping out from it is a slightly bigger dragon.
No!
Who looks really, really pissed. And it comes, I need to get that character sheet open because I didn't have it open already. It doesn't appear to be too old, but it's much larger than your other dragon. And it comes lumbering forward. Boom, 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 boom. Caleb, what do you want to do? And shitting your pants is not an option.
You don't know me.
I'm going to start with... Man, I wish some of these were bonus actions. I'm going to conjure animals.
Sweet.
I'm going to do...
What do you want to do?
I gotta look at the thing real quick.
You can get one beast of a rating of 2 or lower. 2 beasts of 1 or lower.
Yeah, I want to do the two beasts of 1 or lower.
1 or lower? You remember how to pick them on your thing? On your sheet?
No, you said you were gonna pick the animals.
Yep, and we set it up on your sheet so you can actually do it all by yourself. If you go down the bottom where you see on your on the bottom right hand side where it says like CR1, CR2.
Where it says what?
All the way on your right side of your character sheet, all the way down the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Click on CR1. Nope, just click on the words. No, you have to. I'm sorry. Highlight the words and then click on the little text bubble. Lion. Perfect.
That is perfect.
I almost quoted Timon in Lion King. Oh, jeez, it's a lion! Lions eat guys like us!
They do. So you kind of whoosh. You get your lions. Oh, do I have to roll a summon the creatures? Roll initiative for the summon creatures as a group. The rating is 13. Perfect. So yeah, 2 large lions kind of leap from the ground, and they just kind of like, hey, Eris, what are you doing?
Sorry, I caught the stupid cable as I was trying to shift my feet onto my couch to put my feet up, and then my headphones were.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I don't give a shit. 2 of the lions just kind of magically form as little fey beasts, and poof, they land right in front of you.
And I end my turn.
Perfect. And... Boop, boop. Eris, it's your turn. Big Trouble Little China.
Yeah. I'm going to... take a step and main hand sneak attack.
Okay. That'll hit. That's 9, 7. Don't you get a hex damage?
Oh, right. So it's another 1d6.
So you kind of lurch forward and dig your luck blade into the chest of the smaller, younger dragon and pull your blade out. And as you do it, just a big giant of blood sprays out.
I'm going to follow up with a dagger, trying to go right into the same cut across the chest, hopefully hitting the heart. Now here's the question too, because it says on attack. Does that mean it's only once it gets the damage extra?
Once a spell damage, deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to a target when you attack it. Also, ooh, that's a funny area because technically you get one attack, but you get it. Target is disciplining checks. Anyway.
See, and also the way you can word that.
Yeah, it says when you attack, so we'll leave it as whenever you make an attack.
So once.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, whenever. You tell me what you're thinking.
I was saying because it almost seems like, well, with the way it's worded. Now I know this is not the spirit of the thing, but I was saying it's almost like when you attack it. So I just attempted to attack it. Would it kick on then too? I don't think so.
I think it would be more of when you attack it, so meaning that
and I make contact
when you hit it. So whenever you actually hit it. So
okay.
You feeling cocky, you flourish your dagger around, kind of jab it back in the hole, and the dragon manages to kind of bat your hand away.
And then I'm gonna take. I'm gonna use fancy fork.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
4. Nah, 3.
Perfect.
4. And end my turn.
Lions. What do you want the lions to do, Caleb?
I want them to attack this
Great.
guy right here.
So
go 5.
you want to send this first lion to the bigger dragon? Where's their movement speed?
Yep.
They got plenty. So you point and kind of yell at the lion, and it roars, and 5, 10, 15, and what would you like it to do?
Bite.
It can bite or use a claw.
Bite.
And it lunges out. Does that hit? It does. 9 piercing damage. So the lion runs forward and leaps and kind of bites at the chest of the dragon, who just kind of turns annoyingly and pushes it down.
I want the second one to do that too.
Same line or same thing?
Yeah.
The second one comes. Oh, go ahead.
They both did it at the same time.
So, dual biting lions. The second one runs up, and because the first line had made contact just a split second before, it turns, and as it turns, its mouth kind of misses and hits the dragon in the chest and falls back down. It doesn't land its attack.
Oh.
And is that all you want to do with the lions?
Yeah, we got one action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it?
What's their movement?
They still have plenty of movement left. The first guy went 5, 10, 15. The second guy went 5, 10, 15 as well. So they have 35 movement left.
Ooh, this is the hard part. Can that one? I want that one there.
You want it to retreat?
Yeah, I want them both to retreat. Yeah.
Perfect. So
Right there.
I'm assuming they retreat at the same time.
Yeah.
So the one that, as they both go to retreat, the dragon kind of turns and whips its head down to bite at the one that was that had bit it. 15. Your lion has an armor class of 12.
Holy shit! Killed my lion.
It doesn't kill your lion, but it is in a world of uh-oh. So it bites the lion and it kind of roars in pain and it squeals and blood flies off the back as, fire kind of burrows out from underneath the lion and it comes kind of limping back towards you and it's having a hard time standing. Bryn, it's your turn.
Seeing that the lions were keeping the big guy busy, I'll keep my focus on the guy I've got marked, so I'll run a little bit further away.
Damn it, stop running away. I gotta move the screen.
I gotta scroll.
And I will use Razor Wind to take a shot at the little dragon.
Razor Wind. Because you've moved back a considerable distance, you let the arrow loose and it fall, and it just falls a little bit short. You didn't adjust well enough for the the new distance.
I'll try again.
Pulling back and letting the arrow go. You're pretty confident you did it this time, and as you let it go, the arrow just sails over top of the body of the dragon.
Well, shit. That's gonna be it for me.
Perfect.
Too ashamed to do anything else.
Alright. Dragon turn. No. Perfect. So the dragon who's bleeding steps forward and gives a loud roar as it attempts to bite you, Eris.
That'll hit. Going to use Uncanny Dodge to have the damage.
So you take 6. So it reaches out and kind of bites you, but it doesn't. It's not strong enough to get through all of your armor, and it's just kind of standing there, still bleeding. The big mama dragon steps forward, stands, and lets loose. Oh, you know what? I need another one of these.
Need your cone?
I need a second one. Yes, actually. 5,
It's
10,
a bigger
15,
cone.
20, 25, 30.
Now, I don't want to say anything because it's metagaming, but now because it's going to happen.
15, 20, 25.
You just brought everything into a cone of attack for you.
Holy shit!
Instead of what could have been just the your lions.
This one might hit you.
Now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's many. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's better. So it steps forward, leans, and you see this. It opens its mouth, and you see a rumbling as flames start to bellow out around its mouth. Smoke is pressing out of its nose, and it leans forward and goes. You must make a dexterity save of 17.
I gotta do a dex save.
You have to make a dex save, and both your lions have to make a dex save, and I managed to get rid of your thing. So you fail. Let's move this out of the way because I no longer need it.
I gotta do one for the lions.
You don't have access to their character sheet.
I got my own character sheet.
Yes, but it's not. I'm gonna do them. Injured lion
Dead.
is a 16. Upper lion is a 9.
No one made it.
You take 60 points of damage. So your lion is completely obliterated. There's a loud squeal. as the one who's mostly alive just gets burnt to a crisp. The second one doesn't even make a noise. It just turns and gets completely crushed. Get that way out of here. No, we'll do this. Boop. And we'll do it with that one too. Boop. And you take 60 points of damage. I'm assuming that's enough to down you.
I'm at negative.
It's not enough to completely to kill you in one hit, but you are unconscious. Caleb, it's your turn. Oh wait, Eris, it's your turn.
Can he make a roll?
He gets to. That is true. He does get to make a roll. I'm sorry. You get to make a death save. Thanks, buddy.
I know because I've died a couple times.
I've died a few times. I know all about it. So to make a
49
death save,
minus 60.
minus 8.
Oh.
The minus doesn't matter until you get to minus 49 again.
Yes.
And it matters a whole lot.
It matters a bunch. So, do you see where it says on your little thing, death saves, where it's next to your hit dice? Can you click on word death saves? That's a 4.
Oh.
That's one failure. Check off a failure box, please.
I am my turn.
Well, yeah. Eris.
Run.
Run.
I'm
Quiet,
I'm going to main hand sneak attack.
Okay. That does not hit.
I'm gonna offhand attack.
That also doesn't hit. You swing your blade around the first time, but you're too busy kind of looking at what just happened, and you kind of look back in a panic, and you take your first swipe, and then you take your second swipe, but both miss.
I'm gonna use this to go
To disengage.
Yep, and
or to get rid of your attack of opportunity. I got you.
Yes, I need to move my character sheet because now I'm doing something different. 30. Put there. And I'm gonna yell at Bryn. Go. I think Caleb's down.
Beat it, nerd.
And then I'm gonna have my turn.
Okie dokie. It's the lion's turn. Bryn, it's your turn.
What is all of this? Is this a cliff? Like wall behind us?
It kind of is part of the plateau. It will kind of slide down, but it's far enough up that it's unadvisable.
So this is a descent, not an ascent.
Yeah, it's go down. You're on a plateau.
Oh shit. Fuck it, I'll stand my ground. I'll take a shot with Razorwind at the little dude. What is going on?
Seeing the complete destruction of Caleb and the lions and just everything that's all charred down there, you shakingly pull up your bow and you pull it back and you let it go, but you're nowhere close to it. Just sails wide.
I'll just take a second shot. Holy
pull it back and you're pretty sure what you're doing. You kind of lean forward and you're shaking way too much and it's the same thing. It just sails much farther off the other direction.
I'll sit down.
Don't sit down.
And await my fate. No, I'm not actually gonna do that. I'll just end my turn.
Okie dokie. Baby dragon time. So the baby dragon... Oops, that's the wrong character sheet. The baby dragon quick turns and looks at Eris, and it takes 2 big flaps of its wings. Oh, wait, I didn't do the... Hold on. I fucked up. No. It's... Oof, oof. Takes up, and you see it try and take flight, and it starts to go, and it moves back 5 feet, moves back 10 feet, and falls to the ground, and you hear it kind of whimpering, and it kind of comes over to one of the lions, and the big mama one gives us a roar, and just takes off in the air. 15, 20. Starts heading towards Eris. And it's looking super excited to be flying with you. Caleb!
Death save!
Let me get that death save, son. Oh, that's another failure.
Oh, Jesus!
What do I gotta get to win?
Above a 10.
10 or above.
What kind of dice am I rolling?
1d20.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man, the rolls aren't going our way right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all's. Well, it's not my turn.
Now it's your turn.
You're gonna run.
Bryn, I say we get the F out of here.
What about Caleb?
You go get him. I'm going to.
If I make it out of here, I'll remember that.
No, you won't.
You're unconscious.
He heard it from the great beyond. I have it marked for you.
So I'm going to use my action to dash. Where's here?
Nope, here.
And then I'm going to use... Where are you? Here you are. I'm going to use cunning action.
Yep, you don't have to link it every time.
To use an additional dash.
So you get another 30, right? Or 35?
35. And end my turn.
Perfect. So as Brave Sir Ryvan runs away, the lions... Oh wait, they're fake creatures, so they disappear. We don't even need them.
Yeah.
Bryn.
It's
Big Trouble Little China, and it's the sequel. Actually, they're remaking it, I think, with The Rock, but... It's not looking good. Right now, the dragon is not focused on you. It is flapping directly towards Eris.
So this goes down, but this is a rock sticking up?
Yeah, it's like a small little rock formation. It's not. It's big enough you would be able to take cover behind it. The other rocks behind you, or it's kind of. You know what? Actually, I'll have to change what I said the first time. Technically, it kind of is dipped down a little bit, but there is a little ridge that's running along where the water is flowing down in this direction here.
Okay.
Everything on the bottom is a complete plateau. Most of the area it's running around, but just off in this area here, beyond where you can see, there's a little ridge where the stream seems to be coming out of the mountain.
What is directly in this direction? Is there any kind of a forest in this way?
After you kind of go down a cliff, and you can kind of come back up the other side, but it's mostly just like a little jagged, kind of grassy rock area. I'm assuming what are you trying to do?
I'm considering running down this fucking cliff.
Like in a flat-out run, or like a hide?
Well, I'd like to just sneak over the edge and get below where the dragon can see me first, and then.
That's fine. It's currently not paying attention to you. So if you want to you said you want to move in and climb down the other side, we can do that.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to get out of here.
So you move. We'll move you to here.
Okay.
We'll move you as close as we can to the top. And so you kind of use the... I'm assuming you want to use as much of your movement as you can to get down there and hide?
Yep. I want to say go spider boot. Well, I don't want to say that, but go spider boots.
You have your spider boots, so you kind of spider boot down the side of the mountain. And are you using? Are you trying to hide?
I'm trying to move quietly, so if that requires me to hide, then so be it.
I mean, it's not paying attention to you whatsoever. I just want to make sure. I just want to see how you're doing this. If you're trying to sneak away. Because you remember, you have a hide action.
Yeah, no, I'll hide.
Hide. All right. Make me a stealth check.
Stealthy. God damn it!
You're just standing on the side of the mountain.
Seriously though, look back at my rolls so far tonight. I haven't rolled. I've had one decent roll.
May the rolls ever be in your favor. Don't you have a? Don't you have a racial?
We do have a natural. Light foliage, obstruction.
Shit, what is it?
You can attempt to hide even when you are only... Yeah.
Thank you.
We're only lightly...
Doesn't really cover current situation.
Yeah, you're as sneaky as you think you can be. Standing
well, it's kind of natural phenomena, so it could be like craggy things.
I got you. I know what we're going at, but the dragon. I'm gonna zoom out because Eris is so far away. Just keeps flying for 5, 10, 15, 5, 30. Is just. I don't think it's close enough to make that. Whoa, my computer doesn't like that. Alright, hold on 1 second. Let's see. Oh, no. Nowhere close. Yeah, it lets out a squeal as it's coming close to you. Caleb! It's sad Hulk music time, bud. Why is the torch rolling?
Because I said it as torch.
Because you what?
I said it as torch.
You said what is torch?
My name.
Oh,
on
at the
character
bottom.
Sheet?
No, at the bottom. You can choose who, like... See, I can do...
Oh.
Yeah, torch hit dice. Yeah.
Oh,
he changed what he posted as.
I got you.
Yeah.
Like the hit dice was my roll, but since we can all post this,
I got it.
Can you play the Terminator music?
Sad Terminator music?
Yeah.
No, you need the what's it called? The Incredible Hulk walking away music again.
I already did that.
You died too much.
Do not disrespect the memory of Gorgo.
He just died again.
Gorgo didn't. Caleb
That wasn't my fault.
This time it wasn't Caleb's fault.
No, this time it wasn't.
There's no music in this video.
I heard some, but it was very quiet.
What's on do?
What?
The Terminator music. The Terminator music.
It is.
Come on,
It's,
do.
it's the sad Terminator music. So yeah, you're sad Terminator music'd up, and the last breath comes out, but the other two are too busy running, they have no fucking clue. Eris, what you gonna do?
I'm going to move.
You gonna make a break for that taste of Honey Nut Cheerios?
So move 70?
70? I'm assuming that put you off the screen?
It gets me literally to the edge.
Fine.
And then I use the cunning action to do another dash, or if the horses are right there, I'm going to jump on the horse's back.
I'll say
grab
you're
the other ones.
I'll say you're able to. So you want to? Jesus Christ, that got loud.
Yeah.
So you want to jump on the other horses' backs?
Well, I want to
Give me
grab,
that-
take all the
that-
reins, like rip the
I'm
reins off
going
the
to
thing.
say that's not possible.
Okay.
You have time to run up, pull the rein off the yours, and leap onto it.
I'm gonna then go over and try and undo the other ones and end my turn.
Okay,
I basically want to try and bring the horses with me. So if it takes me one more turn to get on them to go.
Perfect. Bryn, what would you like to do?
Where am I on this mountain? Am I at the bottom yet?
You're scaling down. You want to use your... Come save you, yeah. Go save Caleb. he could really use a healing word.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw the little one snacking on him as I left.
Yeah, possibly. So you are... you can use your movement to climb a decent way away.
I will do that. I just want to get out of here.
So you're getting the fuck out. The dragon turns and just... And it's just woof, 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 woof. And it's making good progress towards you. Caleb's not needed. Eris, what would you like to do?
I'm going to grab the other reins from the other horses, and I'm going to take off at the sprint with the other horses running with me.
Alright, so let's roll a 1d20. Oh, perfect. Natural 1. So,
wow.
You take off. You got lucky as shit, too. You're gone. You're, which way are you heading?
Down the mountain.
Like, trying to get back towards... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to basically... Because I'm figuring Bryn went either somewhere else. Like, I was going to try and go, like, kind of hide. Figuring Bryn will go back to, like, either the road or somewhere back down towards the city. Or the little town. But I want to see if she's still following me. Yeah.
You never said
it's kind of...
So...
You said Mama Dragon.
I'm sure I probably did. I assumed it's gender. Yeah, you take off and behind you here, but it slowly starts to fade away as you're just hauling towards the village. Just it kind of flies out, but in its rage, it's lost track of you. You hear it's just squealing. You see this big giant plume of red fire kind of go up as it kind of loops back around to take another pass. But you see it kind of land back on the plateau, only assuming that it's chasing, that it's basically going back to look for Bryn. So we'll say it's back over here.
Okay.
But Bryn is far enough away. You are far enough away. Let's say that you've made it back to the village. The burned out village.
Yeah.
And Bryn, you've just kind of... Can you make an athletics check? Fuck it. I don't want to disadvantage you that way. You finally climb all the way down with your spider boots, and you're on the ground. You're like, oh Jesus, and you look back and you're looking up and you hear the foof, foof. You see the fire blast, and then you see it kind of land on top of the plateau, and it kind of walks over and it is looking over the side, and you can see it smelling, and it gives another fire blast down the side of the mountain just for good measure, and it turns back around, and you see the whip of its tail go over the top of the plateau again. What would you like to do?
I would like to start giving the plateau quite a wide berth, looping back around towards the burnout village.
Alright, so you start sneaking your way around. It takes you a little longer than normal. It took you about 20 minutes to get there on the horse, so let's say it takes you just about an hour to sneak back. As you happen to get there, Eris, how long are you willing to wait?
I was going to wait, figuring this is where he'd meet. I was going to give him, like, a couple hours, but I was going to try and hide kind of, like, either in the woods or somewhere, like, in the forest where, like, I'm clear if something flies overhead.
Perfect.
So, like, if there was forest right before the village, I would have hit there.
Yeah, you're kind of tucked off to the side. So after about an hour or so, you see Eris kind of sneaking through the woods, and he kind of comes up to you out of breath, and you're out of breath, and everything's looking not super great.
Bren, I think Caleb is dead.
Yeah, I saw him go down, and it looked like the little one was closing in on him right before I ducked over the side of that plateau.
I don't think we could beat that dragon.
Definitely not right now. That thing took him out in one shot.
I don't know, man.
I didn't have a chance, did I?
If you made a deck save, it would have had the damage.
It would have had it, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what your dex was.
And if I could have hit any of my attacks, we would have had a little bit more of a shot.
True, but I don't know if we would have been able to kill a big one. We can kill a little one. I don't think we can kill a big one.
Yeah, but if the little one's off the table, that's one less thing we have to worry about.
Yeah,
but with
now
both of them, there's no way.
You have an enraged mama.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think we messed up the young one to bed, though. I don't think it's going to be going anywhere anytime soon, but...
Yeah, but that might just mean that Mama hunts more to try and nurse its little one back to health.
That's true.
We should at least get the hell out of here, because this might be the first place it goes.
I agree. I guess we head back.
Yep, back to town.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So after your little meeting, everything settles down. You climb up on your horse, and it takes a little bit because you're trying to be sneaky and everything, and try and take kind of alternate routes and kind of weave your way in and out. But you finally get back to the village. It's relatively dark. And you see some of the militia coming in, and as you come riding in, they all start shouting to you and shouting to some of the other guards, and they kind of escort you into the manor. And as you finally get into the hall, you're standing there, and Gerard the butler kind of comes over, and he's kind of wide-eyed. Ooh, are you all right?
Yeah, it wasn't a demon. It was an adult red dragon and her kid.
Oh.
And they killed our. She just burned our companion to a crisp.
I imagine. And you see Quinn and the tiefling kind of lean forward, and the priest just kind of sits back and reaches and grabs a little symbol and holds it out, and you can assume is kind of praying to whatever god it kind of goes through. And you see Quinn just kind of take his arm and wrap it around the priest. We'll get you healed up real quick. And he kind of ushers over some of the guards and go quick, get the doctors. Off they go. And they come back and they kind of escort you back to like a little medical room. And you guys kind of go through the door, and they start kind of looking you over.
I both just hold up my hands and say, I didn't get hit. I'm fine. Just check him out.
Eris, can you roll 2 hit dice, but don't count them against your hit dice thing?
Sure. Mm-hmm. I guess rogue is better.
The hit dice are exactly the same.
Do I add that to mine?
Yeah, they start working on you.
That literally heals me back up to full.
That's fine. They start kind of working on you and kind of patching you up, and I almost said Ladore. Gerard the Butler looks you over and says, I'm surprised you didn't sustain more wounds.
Well, we almost killed the little one.
There was two dragons.
Showed up. Yeah, it was a young one.
Oh my.
No more than 12 feet in length. Right, that was the script you used?
Sure.
That was the little one.
Yeah.
The big one was this big, and you stretched your hands out as far as you can go. And Ladore said it again. Gerard the Butler's taken back and kind of like...
You killed Ladore!
Shush, woman. He kind of is clutching his chest like, this is a big problem. He says, we'll find quarters for you here tonight. You can spend the evening here, and this way our medical staff can take care of you and help you with anything that you need. Do you think the dragon would be coming here?
I don't know. I think it's just protecting its kid right now. And she's probably going to be protecting it close because I think we almost killed it before she showed up.
Oh, this is very dangerous. We'll have to. Would you be willing to lead a second barrage in time if we can get enough people? This is a problem that will most likely need to be looked into in depth.
Do you have ballistas? You have catapults? Because I don't see... Do you have mages? Because I don't see normal people taking this dragon down.
If we could get the required amount of people, then I will send word to the cities to spare any fighters they have.
You're going to sustain a lot of casualties that way.
You know, it's the lives of a few for the lives of many.
It's going to be the lives of many for the lives of many.
This town is already on its knees, and I don't know if we could sustain another blow.
What do you mean it's on its knees already?
You've seen the town. It's in disarray. It's not as prosperous as it once was.
I'm gonna say, by the way, where's Lady Toerun?
She is in her quarters.
We haven't. Did she come out at all today? We didn't see her this morning, and we didn't see her now.
The lady is taking the day off, but that's not a matter of importance right now. What we need to do is
all these things go on, and the lady just takes a day off.
I'll kind of tap Eris on the shoulder. Now's not really the time, man. We need to rest.
And he kind of, his eyes kind of widen. He's Gerard the Butler's kind of just in shock. He's not sure what to do, but he says, if you are willing to lead another charge, I'll send ravens tonight and find out how fast I get a response to...
I've lost 2 people in 2 days.
And we will lose more in the coming days if this problem isn't corrected. But if you don't feel like you can, if you're not willing to lead the charge, I understand. I can ask our...
I don't think it's worth leading with people. I think you need mages. I think you need the capital to help.
I am going to send ravens tonight if you are willing to...
Lead them back?
If you are willing to lead them in battle.
If you can get responses of how many people they can get us and how long it'll take, we'll consider it. But I can't guarantee that we'll be willing to go back there.
If you are willing to allow a few days for responses, then I will. You can have anything you require of us.
I'll look at Eris. I'm willing to wait just to see what we can do to help.
I nod.
Oh, thank you very much. And he kind of bows his head a few times, and I will show you to your quarters, or I'll have. He's going to have somebody show you to. Of course, I misspoke. And a few of the small folk, kind of handmaiden type people, come and they escort you up to the third floor into the some of the nicer quarters. There's nice beds. As you kind of go in and start to settle in, some food and some water and provisions are brought to you, and the handmaidens basically say, if there's anything you need, you can just ask and we'll bring it.
Thank you.
And they close the door behind you.
Do I have a separate room from Bryn?
Sure, there's 2 rooms.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
Sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say trances are not an option tonight.
Would you say trances are not?
Trances are not an option. With all the panic and stuff, you're gonna need to actually take a rest.
What time is it?
It's, let's say, evening, maybe around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
So 8 hours would be
6. I'm sorry, 4.
4. I'll sleep.
Alright, I'll sleep.
So you're both sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sleeping till morning?
Yeah.
Till 4.
Till
I'll
4?
sleep until something wakes me up.
Perfect. So you're sleeping till 4. Bryn is completely asleep. Caleb's taking the long dirt nap. So yeah, it's you after your 8 hours of sleep, you kind of wake up, Eris, and you're kind of cracking your bones and stuff, and you start to hear everything start to drone out, and your patron is going, "Now is the time. Bring me my soul." That was great. So
I'm thinking.
No.
Just give me a second.
Well, the problem is you talk with your mic muted all the time.
No, it's on. I'm literally thinking.
We need like a ... for him when he's thinking.
Yeah. Or if he just said,
Well, I'm tapping on my mouse, but I thought you could hear that, but you could not.
No. Also, I just assume you're clicking a pen.
No. Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm going to walk to my door and listen.
All right. Press your ear up to the door, and you don't hear anything going on.
I don't have my what's called kit anymore, do I?
A disguise kit?
Yeah, I used it all up.
I'm pretty sure you used up the...
Can I use the Farsight ring?
Did you use... Oh, you want to try the Farsight ring?
I'm going to use that now. I'm going to see if I can think of Lady Torun.
So you close your eyes and you're trying to think deeply to see if you can see Lady McMillan and wife?
No, Torun. McMillan and wife, 4 towns over.
And you don't see anything, but you notice that your hand and your arm is rather itchy.
I mean itchy.
Your arm is itchy.
Alright. Question. I can do I have to stab the heart? Or can I put my hand over the heart with the symbol on my hand?
You're going to have to use your bound weapon, which is your dagger, to go through the heart to transfer it completely.
Okay. Listen, this is kind of evil, and my guy's not evil, but he's pissed a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna stealthily open my door.
You want to open your door?
As quiet as possible.
Can you...
Stealth?
Yeah, everyone give me a stealth check. You're as sneaky as you think you can be.
I'm gonna peek out in the hallways. Do I see anything?
You kind of look down both hallways and you don't see anybody in the room.
Do I know where she retired to the 2 nights ago?
Patience, young Padawan. So you kind of peer down the room and you're looking and you're trying to see where the ladies' quarters are. You kind of sneak out into the hallway and you look down one end and you see nothing that you can see, nothing that's a kind of value, but as you're lurking around, you do see a door that's more banded than the others. And you get the feeling, a strong feeling, that this is where the lady of the house's quarters are.
Hey Jim, is the stream live right now?
Yes.
Okay. Says it's offline on my Twitch, but it might be my end.
Did we get pulled? It'd be funny if we got pulled. Got banned, I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I have you currently offline as well.
I don't know. Oh, I know why. Because we're actually streaming to my YouTube channel.
Oh.
Oh. Hi, YouTube.
Hey.
Because I did a live stream of my thing. So, yeah, we've been broadcasting to YouTube this whole time.
Oh yeah, off the Dasher's live stream.
Yeah. So it probably even says off the Dasher's live stream.
It does.
Yeah. Oh well. Got to build up that YouTube thing, son. Probably get pulled. It'll get demonetized. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
So yeah.
I'm going to sneak up to the door.
Yeah, you're pretty much leaning on the door.
Is it locked?
It's locked.
Can I use my thieves' tools to pick it?
If you want to pick the lock, use your thieves' tools to attempt to pick the lock. So you kind of, and it clicks, and you're able to slide the door open. If you so
I'm gonna go in and close it.
You sneak into the room. You gently close the door behind you. Can I get a sleight of hand check? Yeah.
I'm going to use my luck blade.
Okay.
To re-roll my sleight of hand.
Go for it. So yeah, you close the door gently without it being any issue. And you're now in a room. You're kind of looking around, and it's fancy. There's a little desk, and a bunch of food is piled up, and some wine, and most of the little wine bottles are empty. And you're kind of looking over, and you're checking everything out, and you see in the bed is just this giant blobby mass of a person who you recognize as Lady Torun, and she is just snoring heavily.
I'm gonna go up And I'm going to... do they have like a coup de grace thing? Not a coup de grace, but like
if you can say, because she's not like an adventurer, she's not wearing armor, she's sleeping, it would be an automatic, hit. We can say you just kind of come up and stab her. If that's what you want to do.
It'd be like hand over the mouth kind of stab.
That's fine.
Okay. With the dagger.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Before I do that, does she have a window?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to do that.
So, you kind of sneak up to her. Can you make me a... I don't know what kind of check this would be. I guess another stealth check. To see how quiet you are with the stabby bits. Oh, it's a natural one. So yeah, you come up, you sneak over top, you draw your blade out, and as you pull it from its sheath and get close, as you start to kind of you put your hand over top of her mouth, and as you start to bring it down, the flame goes up, and you feel a pulse just coming from your hand as just the flames there seems to be a channel coming through. And you hear the voice of your patron just going, yes! And it goes in, and it comes back out. And there's this little kind of struggle and twists. And just as the blade comes out and you feel the stuff go into your hand. And you successfully murdered the lady.
Okay, I'm going to take out the note written in Goblin.
The Goblinese note?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to put, like, the dagger... Like, I take one of my spare daggers and put the note basically stabbed into her in Goblinese. I'm going to put the Goblin hood that I have in my inventory and have it in her hand clutched. Like, I'm gonna have it so she's kind of like, so it's like she grabbed it off of one. I'm going to drop the goblin bag of junk as well on the floor.
Perfect.
I'm going to open the window.
Can you make a performance check?
Yes.
So you kind of set this whole situation up and get it to the best of your ability.
Let's see what else I got. The goblin armor symbol. I just cut that off a piece of the armor, right?
We've gone over this before. Nope, we've gone over this before.
Oh, I just drew it. You're right.
Drawing of it.
Okay.
This motherfucker can't remember his shit. See what I deal with YouTube?
Does she have a mirror or something? Or it's not like where I could basically draw the symbol on her mirror?
Yeah, you can find something in like a
preferably red.
Whatever. You can
and draw it on her mirror. And even like, so I have the window open if there's still like, never mind, there's no mud I can do. Okay. And I'm gonna remove.
I mean, you can write it in her blood.
What?
You could have wrote it in her blood.
That's fine.
Ished around in there.
Blood doesn't draw well. Not that I know from experience.
Every horror movie I've ever seen says.
Well, that's a horror movie. This is real life D&D.
Yeah, you just stabbed the lady with a flaming sword as a half elf
to steal her soul.
To steal her soul.
That's
from
like
a witch.
Anything that's gold or like within easy view.
Make an investigation check. What are you looking for specifically?
Basically, if this was a quick job, what something might grab on their way out.
Oh, like that they stole?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some like jewelry and stuff that's on a little side area.
All right, I'm just gonna grab that.
Yeah, so put in your inventory jewelry worth like 1,000 gold pieces. But you know, put Lady Torwin jewelry worth 1,000 pieces.
Well, you're going to be sad because I'm just going to get rid of it.
Oh, you're not holding it in your inventory?
No, it's going to be a take, and I'm going to, like, if there's one that's, like, finer, I'm going to break it and kind of dribble, like, pieces out the window. It's not so they, like, I'm not going to do it so it rolls out the thing.
Okay, so you're not keeping it permanently. You're just going to take it, break it up, and just kind of throw it outside the window and spray it.
A little bit, yeah. And I'm going to look out the window. Like, where does her window go? Does woods or anything
outside.
else?
It goes
like
outside into the
outside?
little courtyard, the little manor courtyard area.
Okay.
The manor is almost located, not necessarily the center of the town. Like, if you were looking at it on a big square map, it would be the center, but it'd be the upper center.
Okay. I'm going to do one last good look around. Does it look pretty convincing?
To you, it looks perfect.
Alright, now I'm going to go back to the door and listen to the door, make sure no one's out on the other side.
You're giving a listen and you don't hear anybody.
I'm going to open the door very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
And step out and close the door very quietly.
Slide a hand check, please. So yeah, it makes a notable.
Can I use the thieves' tools to relock it?
Yeah, you can relock the door. Your first attempt fails. Your second attempt, you kind of fidget with it. You get you're kind of a little nervous, and you twist at it again. And the second time, you hear of the door locking.
Alright, I'm going to creep stealth back to my room.
So you kind of sneak back to the room. You get back in, and you open the door, and you close it. And I need one more sleight of hand check. No, I'm just
I mean, it's not like I have to do it quickly. I'm doing it a long time. It's like
yeah, we'll say it kind of goes through. As you get back in your room, you kind of exhale. You take your glove off, and you kind of squeeze your hand, and the pain's not there. And your little brand is completely like healed over without a problem. And you slide your glove back on and kind of flex your hand a little bit. What do you want to do?
And then I'm going to go back to sleep.
There, well, as you lay down and you close your eyes to go back to sleep, you hear a little noise, and everything goes quiet, and it goes black, and then you wake up and you are you're too far away. You are back in the little lich domain, and he's standing there holding out a little orb, which you can only assume is the soul. And your patron leans forward and goes, "See, this wasn't so hard, was it?"
No, just murdering an innocent person. Dooming her soul for eternity. Yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
She was alcoholic.
Innocence is subjective. But if I give you more souls like this, if you can bring me more souls like this, I can grant you more power.
Well, where were you when I almost got cooked by a dragon?
You're alive, are you not?
I just stare at him.
Okay.
Arms crossed, defiant kind of stare.
And he leans forward and he says, I I shall give you a list of names. Bring me their souls, and you will be rewarded. What are we doing here?
I'll look at the list of names.
He hasn't given you the list of names yet.
I'll just put my hand out. Like I'll do like my arms crossed. I'll just kind of like keep the one arm still crossed, the other hand just kind of out, palm up.
So he closes his hand and the soul disappears and holds out his other hand and a kind of scroll shows up and he folds it out and it's got like a kind of a contract written on it and you can see a list of names that are on there, which I don't have relatively prepped, but it's a list of 10 names approximately. And he leans forward and says, "Bring me the souls, and I will grant you power beyond your wildest dreams."
Just these 10?
These souls listed. If you do well, we can get more.
How about 10 and I'm no longer bound to you? Since I'm so much trouble as it is.
Can you make a persuasion check? So he kind of leans back and considers your deal. And he leans forward and says, "Fine. Bring me the souls. I will free you of my patronage. You can keep your powers.
That was going to be my question.
No longer in my debts."
I'll do my best, Barbarossa. Agreed.
And he floats the contract over to you, and as you kind of reach your hand up to collect it, and a quill magically appears, and he basically just wants you to kind of pen your mark.
I'm going to read it first.
You can go ahead and read it. It basically says, "I, Eris Mistwalker." The words kind of like reconfigure from what the previous contract was.
Okay.
To show the alterations, it says that you are willing to collect these 10 souls for your patron. After the patronage is done, you would be free and clear of his debt and still be able to keep your powers in exchange.
And I'll look at him and go, it doesn't say a time frame.
Let's say, how long do you think you can get it done?
Well, seeing it's just names and people I don't actually know, it might take me a long time. But if I'm constantly killing a single person every day to give you a soul, it'll be tough to track these down.
And he kind of looks at you and kind of nods, "Fair enough." And you feel kind of rush over you, and you are suddenly imbued with knowledge of the names, locations, and occupations of what the people are.
Okay.
And he says, "You have the knowledge. How long?"
A month? 2 months?
You will have 3 months to get this done.
And I don't need to give you a soul a day? Just these 10?
For the time being. We will lift that. I need these 10 souls. 3 months' time.
Is there anyone on the list of, like, it's not like Bryn, is it?
No.
Okay.
Not your
no Aaron, no Kings.
I'm not that much of an asshole.
No kings, no things that'll be where I now get a new title like Kingslayer.
I don't know. That is tempting, because they were going to be more high-value targets. Since there's only really one king in the land, it's probably not going to be the king.
Alright. Or Aaron. If they're on the list, I'm just gonna say I will not. It's like you give me another 10.
It's not a guy it's nobody you've met yet.
Okay.
So no Gerard the Butler, no Aaron.
Okay. I sign it. I'm assuming in blood.
Will you sign your name, and then the quill kind of flips over and slices your thumb, and you kind of get the idea that he wants you to press your thumb next to where your name is signed.
Will do.
And you pull it away. Your wound magically heals. The contract rolls up, floats back to him, and it disappears. And he leans forward and says, 3 months' time, and you will be free. And just as he finishes free, everything goes black, and you wake back up in your bed. It is now morning time. Everybody's awake. This is where we'll end the session.
Yay!
Yay! So, yeah, that was a good time.
So Caleb Gorgo.
Caleb is gone. We'll figure out what to do about that, because it's obviously a problem. But we'll work it out. We'll do it off the air. So we'll say...
Nightbot.
Nope, Nightbot's not around. Nightbot's sleeping because we're not in the right thing. So you have to say goodbye to YouTube. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, everybody. And make sure you go to my YouTube channel and buy my merch. And if you're a super fan, you can be a Patreon. And Patreon, I don't have any of that stuff.
YouTube's better.
Your mom's better.
Oh,
I know.
Shit.
Why do you know? That's fucked up.
This is going to get me banned from YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.